Boys, if you're looking to play Epic 7 on your PC and pull some of these awesome ReZero collaboration units, then look no further than LD Player. LD Player provides the fastest performance for Android gaming, supports various Windows systems, and most popular apps and games. So help support the channel by using the download links in the description below, and you get to use Car's preferred emulator of choice. That being said, thank you to LD Player, and let's get on with the video. What's going on, y'all, and welcome on in. Today is patch preview day, early morning. Just watched the live stream, which, by the way, guys, with Mashu was literally 5 minutes. It was one of the shortest patch previews we've ever gotten. However, I have so much to talk with y'all about because we're going to go over the confirmed ReZero collab, all the stuff you need to know about Rem, Ram, and Amelia, pulling tips, just basic guides, builds for each, where they fall in the meta as of 2022, because a lot of things have changed since last year. We'll go over all of that in specific detail, and I'll tell you which order, what you need to pick up between imprints, artifacts, and the heroes for both new players and veterans. And we'll just cover the rest of the patch note stuff real quickly as we go on as well. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for stopping on in. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Alrighty, y'all, let's go ahead and pull up the patch preview notes, the website. Let's go ahead and lead off right here with the video reward chest password reveal. So just a quick PSA. The code for your gift box in your mail is Conquest, all lowercase. Get those leads in gold because this weekend, another PSA, is the last buff event, which includes the hunt event, the hunt bonus gold and crafting materials. So make sure y'all get to farming, get your team set up, and get ready for that starting Saturday if you're on global EU, I think Friday for Asia. But yeah, let's keep moving on because the main focus will be this ReZero collaboration. So my quick thoughts, guys, this is confirmed now. If you watched any of my previous videos when they first hinted at this, this is exactly what I expected, including the fact that there is no new hero. Now, I know that's kind of unfortunate. I'm sure a lot of players were expecting, let me know in the comments below, guys, a few things here. Number one, if there was a new hero, what would you want? For me personally, Elsa, 100%. But I know a lot of people like Beatrice. Some people even just want Subaru in there. It is unfortunate that there's no new hero, but new players, this is actually a blessing in disguise because you will need all those bookmarks for Amelia and Rem and possibly imprints, artifacts. We'll get to that later. Overall, though, let me know what you guys think about ReZero in particular, since it's the rerun. I talked to y'all last year. I'm a big fan, watched both seasons. I'm Team Rem all the way, but Amelia grew on me a lot in season 2. No spoilers, but yeah. Let me know what y'all think all about ReZero in the comments below. As for that, guys, this is the check-in event. A lot of free goodies. You get your RAM, you'll imprint and get the artifact max limit broken through the side story. You get some gold, Terra Phantasmas, Catalysts, bookmarks, Molagora, and a 5-star ticket along with energy each day. Super nice, very, very generous and rewarding check-in event. So that's super good. Let's go ahead and cover the actual patch notes starting this Thursday, leading into next Thursday as well. I believe this doesn't start though, guys. The actual hero summon, let me go, I'm just gonna skip ahead real fast to the bottom just to figure out the date on the first unit coming out, guys, is Rem, and she will be available on Thursday, and then Amelia will be available next week, which might be a little tricky because I'm going to recommend a pull order later, but overall it doesn't matter too much. I'll give you all a little spoiler. You're going to want to get both, but I'll tell you about the imprints, artifacts, what you need, as well as if you really, really want them in max and you can only maybe possibly get one and you'd have to get lucky in the other, I'll give you the pull priority too, in which case this might be tricky because Amelia comes after Rem. That's a little hint. But let's start from the top, boys. Yeah, new title screen change, which is kind of cool. Guest from Another World. Real fast, guys, the reason I think there's no new hero is because last year, if you're newer and you weren't here for last year's ReZero collab, Epic 7X ReZero, there was a lot of controversy. It got delayed big time. Smilegate had to push it back due to unforeseen reasons, and we kind of pieced together that Silver Fox, the studio that runs ReZero, I think was maybe a little bit difficult to work with. Who knows if it was Epic 7 or Smilegate side or ReZero side, whatever it was, there's a lot of delay between the two companies to officially release the collab. The side story felt a little rushed, or the story in general felt rushed. So I would expect that just this year, it's nice that they're bringing it back because you guys need to get Rem and Amelia. Ram too, of course, but she's free. But it's just, you know, there's probably so many complications. They said, let's just keep it simple and bring it back. No new hero, whatever. Maybe next year, if they bring it back again, we'll get like a Guilty Gear style event where we get a new hero. But overall, boys, it's just our 3 heroes originally introduced, unfortunately. But yeah, so The side story, guys, is the typical side story. You get to know more about the ReZero and how they fit into Orbis or the Epic 7 world. Make sure you pull first. That way, if you do end up getting lucky or pulling with powder, the artifacts, remember this one's free. You get to use that for extra side story currency to buy out the shop, get all the free goodies, Catalyst, Molagor, etc. You guys know the drill on the side stores. I don't need to tell you all too much. Here's the free gear, guys. It's nothing special, but it is a nice set. Both are the best main stats for offensive units, especially the necklace. Just keep in mind, these will not be like end game items because they can't reforge to 90. So overall, the stats will be lower than a 90 piece of gear or even 88 that you get from Hellraid, Ancient Inheritance, etc. But yeah, these are nice beginner gear, and you'll just eventually keep them as PvE heroes or PvE gear, hand-me-down gear, etc. Overall, pretty good though. Crit set very versatile, especially for PvE usages. Here is the Flowers of Fortune. This is just a puzzle event, which is just super nice, right? We all like these. Very simple, awesome rewards. You get this done, guys, in like less than an hour. It's so simple. Pick whatever you want, energy, hunts, PvP, finish it up. Not much to talk about. Okay, here's what I really want to talk about. Let's go in and start talking about the hero. So once again, Rem will be coming this Thursday, 5/26. Let's go ahead and talk about her. So let's go pull up LD Player, my emulator of choice, and let's go ahead and talk about Rem sitting at the table. Team Rem, by the way, boys. Yeah, let's go ahead and check out what she's about. So here is my Rem stats, and for most of y'all watching, you're going to want to build her in a similar fashion. For real-time arena, PvP mostly, she is a PvP-centric hero. She does have some usages in PvE like Wyvern, but primarily she'll be PvP focused, and this is pretty much the build that most players will want to run. It's a bruiser build where we want to go for a lot of bulk, and then enough attack, crit damage to make sure we do damage and, you know, kill our opponents. Of course, obviously, Car. But zero speed is the main feature. We want to get all the stats and just keep her at 0 speed because she's going to be doing most of her damage through the use of counter set and her built-in Iron Strike counter, which is the AoE, the area effect, where she flies into the airs and whips all her opponents with that crescent, star crest, whatever it's called. The yeah, this thing, which is super awesome in the anime especially. But yeah, Rem overall is a bruiser unit. This is her artifact of choice, Sigurd's Scythe. We'll talk about her own artifact here in a little bit, but Sigurd's Scythe is really going to maintain her health. You really want this. This is what's going to make her a 1v4 monster. And speaking of 1v4, the comps we're going to want to bring Rem against are any units that bring a lot of area of effect. Units like Bellion, she will absolutely crush. Fire units that do area effect bonus points, she'll crush those units as well. The things she wants us to watch out for, though, are strong single target nukers. Even Hua Young, even though she's fire, she's so broken, she can kill Rem as well. Remnant Violet, Rimuru, the Slime, those are units that can one-shot Rem. Even with mitigation, guys, if your opponent brings enough single target pressure against her, she can die. And the reason they're going to want to focus her down is because of the skill 2. Let's go and talk about her skill set while we talk about her overall, how she fits into the current meta. In Maid's Pride, the big thing is the demon mode, everybody. This is what makes her such a monster, kind of, you know, figuratively and literally. The demon mode will make her ignore effect resist when attacking and cannot be debuffed at all. Also, the effect only applies to hero skills, and it cannot be dispelled. It'll provide unhealable, and the skill 2 also packs that Iron Strike counter, which hits everybody. The skill 3 is just an AoE hit that does blind, as well as attack up for the caster and combat readiness push. Excuse me, very nice. And the skill 1, when in demon mode, will provide 2 single target attacks that have a chance to defense break each, and in demon mode will ignore effect resist. So overall, the game plan is we bring her against multi-hit opponents or full-on cleave teams with multi-hit units, and she will just counter like crazy, activate demon mode either through the death of your opponent or a allied unit, and she'll just be a win condition on her own. The demon mode is one of the best win conditions overall for team composition. So that's kind of her role right now. She used to maybe be used as more of a generalist bruiser, like and more uses than just anti-cleave, anti-AoE, but right now that's her main role because of her weaknesses to single target nukes and the fact that your opponents have answers. The meta is so aggressive that you will want to bring mitigation in the form of Troublemaker Crozet, Fallen Cecilia, any night. Troublemaker Crozet's very good though because he does insane amount of single target mitigation for one unit, I mean. And then of course the skill 3 will give increased defense, and for warriors, crit resistance, as well as a CR push and cleanse. So very nice combination with Rem, but bring any mitigation with her and let her just do most of her damage through counterattacks, and then self-sustain with the Sigurd Scythe, right? And then eventually when in demon mode, she'll kill all her opponents, especially when you soul burn to get that guaranteed defense break into another hit. It's just so super nice. A little bit more niche than she used to be, but that is kind of Rem's overall gimmick. She is a must-have unit though, guys. If you want to play PvP, I would say so, but you don't need any imprints. Let's go and talk about imprints next. Molagor, of course, you're going to want a plus 15 this unit. You can probably skip and just get value stuff in the beginning, guys, but eventually you will want a plus 15 her. She's that worth it. For her imprint, crit chance is super good. However, imprints, no matter what, she will work at 0 imprints. I just want to hammer home that crit chance is super valuable, especially when you're newer and it's going to be hard to get both crit chance, enough bulk for her to survive, and then of course, you know, attack crit damage as well. Crit chance will help a lot. As you can see here, I get 17% pretty much just from, you know, having 6 copies of Rem put into 1. But if you are free to play, if you don't get lucky, don't worry about it. If you need to save bookmarks for Amelia or other units, definitely, guys, skip on this. You can just slate her later if you really like her, or you need that extra crit. But if you do have extra bookmarks, boys, and you really like Rem, you plan to use her a lot, I think crit chance imprint is super good. All right, last but not least, let's go in and look at her artifact. I think I can just find it through this page. Yes, Azure Comet. So this artifact, luckily for y'all, works just fine at plus 15. And on top of that, it's not must-have unless you count all limited artifacts as must-have. You can definitely skip it, boys. I don't really use it because my style of play is not aggressive. And why do I say aggressive? Because if you can notice on the second part of the skill set or the description for the effects, whenever somebody dies, typically you're going to want to bring her, or not her, but this artifact alongside units like Apocalypse Ravi, where you run her in a very aggressive comp, even a cleave comp per se, where you're going to be killing units, and then you get a free combat readiness push, as well as just a huge crit chance stat stick. But overall, you really don't need this, and even for aggressive compositions, you can use artifacts like Merciless Glutton, for example. So not a must-have by any means, but if you do get one copy, it's nice to have in case you want it later, because it is limited. But Amelia's artifact's much better. So speaking of, let's go ahead and pull up the page here real fast, and let's keep hovering down. And I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, we'll just talk about Amelia
go back
next,
emulator
next Thursday. And let's talk about Amelia. So Amelia is coming next Thursday, and she is actually, in my opinion, even more useful, more meta than Rem. Rem, we only want to really bring her in those anti-AoE, anti-multi-hit kind of compositions for PvP. But Amelia, I think, is usable almost everywhere. So another PvP unit, you can use her in PvE just like Rem. By the way, guys, Rem can be used for areas like Wyvern hunts. She can work there, but overall both units are going to be PvP focused, especially real-time arena, and Amelia is one of the best. Speaking of real-time arena, Soul Weavers right now get a bonus 15 speed. I'll talk about my build and what the generalist build is, but imagine 15 speed for Soul Weavers and then on a unit like Amelia. So typically most players you're going to see, unlike my Rem, this is not the build you'll see on most players. I have a specific role for real-time arena. I use her as a secondary cleanser, so I like a lot of effect resist, but the best build I think for most of y'all watching is going to be pushing a lot of speed. You're going to want some defense and health and about 150 effect resist. Maybe a little more if your gear is good enough, but the main thing is speed. Push the speed, 240, 250, 260. Some of y'all will be able to hit 270, even 280. Combine that with the 15 speed from the real-time arena frenzy effect, and you are outspeeding Conqueror Lilius's, possibly even Paras, just the typical openers. And why that's so important to outspeed and lead off with is because her skill 2, this is the real moneymaker, is so busted. It's a 50% combat readiness push, and with how fast Amelia can be with a bonus speed, with the RTA bonus, you get to go first, push a trouble, like a damage dealer like Remnant Violet, Hua Young, Rimu, whatever it might be, attack, give them attack up, and then they just delete a unit from the game. So she's super powerful right now. Not only that, she has good sustain as well. The skill 2 can also cycle back. You use it once, use another skill 3 or skill 1, and it's already ready. 2-turn cooldown, boys, is absolutely insane. The skill 1 is whatever, no need to really talk about it. It's just a filler, gives a little bit of bonus healing. Overall, though, I think a lot of y'all, if you can just get a little bit of defense health. One more time to recap. Enough effect resist to just stop the basics, right? No dedicated. Even I can't stop dedicated, like 200 plus effect units. But a lot of y'all will be okay with about 150-ish, and then just maximize the speed so y'all can abuse that skill 2 attack up plus combat readiness push. Overall, though, Amelia, last year when she first came out, a lot of people viewed her as underwhelming. Even myself, I didn't think she was super crazy. I did identify that the skill 2 cycling was very nice, but we didn't really realize how strong she would be, and she's only getting better with the addition of those frenzy like bonus speed effects for Soul Weavers like I mentioned. Her and Diane right now are the premier Soul Weavers. Amelia I think is still considered overall best, but Diane is a close contender with her buffs and new EE. But Amelia in particular, just super versatile. CR push, sustain on the skill 3, cycling on the skill 2 back again. She can work for aggressive comps, she can work as a cleanser, she can work in just standard comps as well. Just super valuable, guys. And those of you that plan to do a lot of PvP, you gotta get her. You gotta get Rem too, but I think Amelia is even more important. So if you had to pick one, and stay tuned till the end, I'll give you guys like a specific like order breakdown of which ones, if you are really strapped for bookmarks, who to try to go for first. But I do think Amelia overall is insane, one of the best, if not the best Soul Weavers out at the moment. You gotta get her, okay? So now that we talked about her build, now that I said you gotta have her, let's look at the artifact real fast. Guardian Ice Crystals. Now remember at the start I said veterans. I think if you missed out on this last year, veterans or imprints as well, or limit break copies for Guardian Ice Crystals, if you have a lot of bookmarks and you have most of your units set, I think a lot of y'all should pick up this as well as multiples if you're a veteran. Free to plays, beginners, just try to get one copy if you can, boys, because this artifact is so good. One of the best healing artifacts. So once again, like Rem gets crit. Amelia will get a free effect resist by 15%, so free stat stick. And this is the important part. The health recovery from this artifact, unlike artifacts like Shamadra or Rod of Amaryllis that that help or provide bonus healing, this one actually applies immediately as you're getting attacked. So that's why this artifact is so unique and so important, even though the 15% isn't a lot. And honestly, guys, maxing out this artifact isn't that great. It doesn't really scale too well. Unfortunately, I can't show you all the bonus amounts. Just trust me on it. When you limit break this a little bit more, the difference between 15 and 30 is not huge in terms of the health gain, but that's good because that means those of you that have to stay budget, plus 15 works just fine. If you can't get, I will plan to pull multiples because I want the bonus stats as well as just the extra bit of healing. I just think this artifact was super undervalued in the beginning, and it's so good. So make sure you guys try to get one copy. If you're free to play, get Amelia and Rem first, and then get this artifact next. So I'll put the priority list in order. Once again, try to get Rem's gonna come out first, so those of you that have enough bookmarks for both, go ahead and pull Rem. But overall, the priority list should be, in my opinion, go for Amelia first. I think she's the best Soul Weaver in the game right now, the most versatile. So Amelia number 1. Number 2, get Rem, 1 copy of each. Number 3, go for the Guardian Ice Crystal artifact. And then number 4, go for Rem imprints. Number 5, Amelia imprints. Number 6, Rem's Azure Comet artifact. Okay, so that's priority list. Just, you don't have to follow that exact order. Just make sure you get Rem and Amelia. Make sure after that you can get 1 copy of this, and then if you have extra bookmarks, you can go for imprints. So Amelia's imprint concentration is effect resist. I rate Rem's higher, that's why I put her higher on the list. Hopefully that was on the screen. This effect resist is good, of course. Everyone's gonna want it no matter what build you're on, but I think crit chance is better overall, and a lot of times effect resist is sometimes kind of finicky, right, when we're trying to resist debuffs. But overall, guys, you got to get Amelia. And yeah, just ReZero, that's about it in a nutshell. Very powerful units. Let's go ahead and quickly talk about the last unit, the free unit, Ram. I never built her, guys, because I didn't need her, because she fulfills the same role as this lovely lady right here, Biken, who I have her bench at the moment. I think Arbiter Village is using her neck, but her and Biken fulfill the same role of a Banshee one-shotter. Biken is still the better unit overall, but these are the 2 free-to-play. I don't know if I should say free-to-play. Ram for sure is free-to-play if you're active because you get her literally for free, but they both can work as a one-shot for Banshee without rage set. That's the important part. So you don't have to farm A13. The fact that she gets so much attack and gives herself increased attack, or greater attack, excuse me, makes her one of the best, units to destroy the Banshee in one hit without the rage set bonus. You will still need to max Mola all of it and need some very nice gear, but those of you that don't want to farm as a Manak can use Ram as your one-shotter for Banshee. Otherwise, if you get a rage set, there's so many Earth units that can one-shot the boss. Overall, though, a nice unit, definitely a free unit, and you get to plus triple S her for free. So, pretty cool. With that being said, guys, I think we'll wrap it up there. The video's gone on long enough. Good luck on your pulls. Let me know what you think about ReZero overall. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Thank you to LD Player. Peace out, everybody.